G'day, hello, konnichiwa, welcome, yokoso. I'm Luke from Overland Campers, Japan, and in this video we're going to do a demonstration of how to set up, pack down, and also some of the features of our LandRover Defender 90 SE. Come with me, let's check it out. Okay, to start, let's open the rear trunk. Very simple, just open the door all the way. The first thing you'll see is there's an area here for your luggage. It's 110 centimeters long, 45 centimeters wide, and 80 centimeters high. It's good for 2 medium-sized bags. We recommend using soft shell bags if possible. A bit of a tip, while you're driving, it's good to put your luggage in this section, but when you have stopped and actually camping, I like to put one of my luggages in the passenger seat and or the front seat. It means that you can access your luggage easily from the side of the car and it keeps this area open. All right, moving on. Over here we have a kitchen unit. Now when you arrive, the fridge will be turned on. If not, you may need to turn it on yourself. Coming back to the kitchen, firstly, to open the rear sliding drawer system, you simply push once and the system will pull out. And then this one will also pull out here. Here you have a typical Asian gas cooker and some of the tools that you might need for cooking. Then underneath the gas cooker, there is an area for your knives and forks for your food preparation. This is a clear area as a workspace. You can put some items on top of here, but you cannot sit on here and you cannot stand on here. To put the unit back, very simply, pushing in this system here, the gas cooker slides in, and then pushing once, the unit will slide in. So here is the fridge. It very simply pulls out. It takes about 38 liters and you can control the temperature with the settings on the front. Next, we have a drawer. Inside here, you'll find your cooking tools, so your pots and your pans, and also your plates, bowls, and saucers. There's also some aluminium foil cups. There's a cooking set. There's a coffee set with fresh coffee in there for you also. To close it, make sure it's all nice and flat and simply push it back in. In the corner section here, you'll find that there's 2 camping tables, a stool, and also the fire pit. So in Japan, the campground will sell you wood and or charcoal. There is also some tools inside here for handling the wood. Next to the fridge, you'll find a chopping board and also a spice rack. This will have olive oil, salt and pepper, and some other helpful spices for your cooking. Also for the fire pit over here, you'll find that there's a fire blanket and there's also some gloves and other tools for handling wood. Next, on top of the unit is where you'll find a ladder. And this is going to be your best friend for opening and closing the roof tent. Under the ladder, you'll find 2 Helinox style camping chairs and also a bag with all different types of camping lights inside of here. Also, inside the cabinet, you will find access to power for charging or running devices, so USB or 110 Japanese volt. Then next to the extra power here, you'll find a small red button which will turn on the outdoor lamp. You can simply twist this into your desired location to light up your outdoor area. Just remember to turn it off before you drive. Very simply, turning it off. So that's the trunk. Let's move on to the side storage compartment. Come with me. Moving around to the side of the vehicle is where you'll find a side storage box. On the key, you will see an old style key. Very simply, it goes in, opens up. Here you find a cleaning station with different detergents and scrubbers, even gloves to help you clean. Please clean and maintain the camping items that you use from inside the vehicle. There are also some helpful tools for lighting a fire, so fire starter gels and things like that. Please clean and maintain the camping things that you use from inside the car. And when you're finished with this area, very simple, just close and push to lock. On the rear tire, there's a rear storage bag. Very simply, you can open it up. This is a good place to put rubbish or things that are smelly during your trip. Put a garbage bag inside and simply keep your dirty and smelly things outside of the car and not smelling the inside of the car. Let's move on to the front section. Okay, moving to the driving front section. Now, the Land Rover is a keyless car. You just need to put this somewhere safe in the dash area. The first thing you'll see is there'll be 2 waters and 2 driving snacks for you. The Land Rover is a very simple automatic, pushing the button on the back of the handle, up for reverse, down for drive. There's no park brake, very simply push the P for parking. The navigation system is in English and you can simply connect your Bluetooth and use CarPlay. The majority of customers like to put their phone here, simply connect to the system or just use Google Maps on your phone. It's really easy. ETC or electronic toll charging system is already installed inside the car. What that means is when you're on the highway or the freeway, you'll see the large English letters ETC. And that's where you go. Slow down and drive through the ETC section. And then when you come back, within 2 days, the computer will tell us where you went and those charges. We simply send that to you and ask that you pay us back after your journey. Behind the driver and passenger seat, you'll find that there's a large portable battery system. If you need to turn on the fridge manually, very simply, you push this button here to run the fridge and also power to the roof tent. You'll also find access to Japanese power, 110 volt. This also controls the power access in the rear trunk. There's also USB power here, very simply on and off. There's 2 power inputs, one from the solar panel and the other from the car while you're driving. We ask that when you have stopped and you're camping, please disconnect the cable with the white tape on it, please. It will save you from draining the battery in the engine compartment. Also, behind the passenger seat, you'll find a big Bang & Olufsen Bluetooth speaker. Great, let's keep going. When you pick up your Land Rover, it will be full of gasoline. This car takes premium or high octane gasoline. Let me show you where to refill it. Filling the gasoline's really easy. Somewhere close to our base, you'll find a gas station, and very simply, you push to open, and it has written here in Japanese the type of gasoline that you need. Premium high octane. Ask the staff at the Japanese gas station and they'll help you out. In Japan, there are 3 types of gasoline: regular, diesel, and premium. We want premium high octane. To close, very simply push and closed. Next, onto the roof tent. Great, so moving on to the roof tent. The first thing you'll need, and your best friend, will be the ladder. Now, for opening and closing the roof tent, we always use the ladder at the back of the roof tent. First, let's do a safety check. Make sure that you have a big open space. No buildings, no obstructions, no power lines, no trees. Make sure you have a big open space. Then we get our ladder. To start, open the first rung until you hear click. It's really important to hear that click. Then you pick it up, put it on, and simply pull it down. Make sure that you have a nice pyramid design, not too close to the car, not too far away, and pushing down everything so it's secure. Then we simply go up and you will see 1 latch, down, 2 latch, down, very simply then pushing up like such. And the roof tent will open. You'll notice that there's a bungee cord. We need to simply pull that down and place it on the corner of the frame and the roof tent. So that's how we open and close the roof tent. Next, when we're actually camping, what we do is we take the ladder and we move it to the side. We don't access the roof tent from the rear. It'll make sense later why. For some rentals, when you open the tent, you'll find that there's a rain fly. Now, to open the rain fly, underneath the futon, you will find 2 large poles. You need to take the poles carefully outside of the car, like such. And you will find that there is an eyelet. You need to attach it to the eyelet, lifting up the pole, and there's a hole here for it to go into, nice and tight. Getting the second one, be careful not to smash the car, lifting it up, putting it through the eyelet and into the hole, all the way in. So on this option, as you can see, we have a huge rain fly. Now, it's a little tricky to put in, it's also a little tricky to take out, and it makes it a little tricky to close the tent, but let me show you how. To take off the rain fly, very simply, the same process in reverse. The key thing is to make sure that you don't rip it out and smash into the car. I simply like to put pressure on and pull it out like such. Step one. And remember, they go under the futon. One, and the second one, two, like such. And they simply go up inside, either on top of the mattress or under the futon. You can simply rest them on top of the bedding or put them under the futon. Now, for closing the roof tent with the rain fly, it's basically the same process. We have our bungee cord that we will simply lift up. And to take in the whole rain fly. Remember, if it's been raining, to close your windows 90%. Taking our ladder, we simply come around to the side and connect it onto the side. Again, nice pyramid design, not too close to the car and not too far away. And you simply use the ladder to go in and out of the roof tent. Please don't stand on the storage box. Please don't put your shoes here. It scratches everything up. So you've opened the roof tent and you've come in from the side. You'll notice that the bedding is all inside, ready for you. The bed itself is 130 centimeters wide and 215 centimeters long. When it comes to camping or sleeping, we recommend moving the pillows to the front of the roof tent. It gives you the greatest view and sense of space. Also inside the roof tent, you'll find that there's access to power, USB power for charging your devices or running the installed electric blankets that we have for the winter months. For closing the roof tent, it's the same process in reverse with a few special points. So when we're sleeping, we have the pillows in the front, but when we're closing the roof tent, we want to bring the pillows to the back. So bring the pillows from the front to the back, and then we make the bedding nice and flat. If it's all bunched up like this, it's very hard to close. So when we've made a nice setting, we'll come outside of the roof tent and bring the ladder to the rear to close it shut. Please watch. Simply go back up the ladder, find your bungee cord, and bring to the center of the roof tent. Everything nice and flat, pillows, pull down. And then here, you want to stop. Using your hand, karate chop. You want to make sure everything's inside. Checking your lines to make sure everything's inside, and the tent should just collapse on itself. Checking your sides, latch on and down, latch on and down. So you can't sit on top of the roof tent, you can't stand up here. Please don't go up here. Now, of course, the roof tent is completely waterproof, but if you had rain overnight, be sure to close the windows 90%. This keeps the water on the outside and it doesn't allow the water to collapse in on the tent as you close it, ensuring that all your bedding stays dry. Finally, we simply will take off our ladder and put it back to its nice, safe zone. Next, let's talk about the awning. Okay, next, opening your 270 XT awning. It's a large space. To open it, very simply find the two zips, and we want to open the zip bag 100%. So 100% open and simply walk around. Don't stop here, don't stop here, don't stop here. All the way to the end, 100% open. You should be able to lift it up. Obviously, I'm quite tall. If you're a shorter person, get the stool and please use the stool for operating the awning. Next, you'll find two Velcro straps and then it will simply fold down. On the end, you'll find that there's a latch. Take the latch and simply walk around the vehicle, all the way around, and then latching it onto the eye bolt. And you can take the tension out simply by pulling it nice and tight. So we have a large covered space, keeps you away from the sun and it keeps the rain off. Now, naturally, you can't walk on the awning, you can't stand on the awning, and please refrain from lighting a big fire under the awning. You can hang lights from here and you can make a really nice space. So remember, you're entering the tent from the other side of the vehicle and the rear section is now blocked. That explains why you're going into the tent from the driver's side. Very simple setup. To pack it down, it's the same process, simply in reverse. So we'll unhook the latch. And walk around the vehicle. And opening the awning bag. Sometimes the Velcro straps will disappear. You need to find them. One Velcro strap, two Velcro straps. Next, we want to fold in. I like to do one big fold and wrap it nice and tight, pushing it up, getting our Velcro strap. One and two. Finally, we take one of the zips, simply walk it around and zip it closed. 100% easy. Thanks very much for watching this demonstration video of how to set up, pack down, and also some of the features of the Land Rover 90 Defender. With all of our camping cars, we hope that you have a really good time and take extra special care with them. It's a learning experience. There's a lot of fun things to play with, but be patient, take your time, and learn something as you go. We look forward to seeing you very soon here at Overland Campers Japan. Thanks for watching.